All right, so now we're going to compare interest for various compounding periods. So now we're investing $1,000 at 8%, find the amount after 5 years for annual compounding. All right, so what do we have here? Well, what we have is, right, so we have A is equal to, and so annual compounding, so this is just going to be a simple kind of interest. So we're just going to have P times 1 plus, and then our 0.08 divided by 1, so it's just 0.08. And then we're going to raise it to the 5 times 1, which is just 5. Oops, I didn't write the 1,000 here. I wrote a P instead. And so now we just have that. And so if we go now to look at our calculator, let's clear all that out since we have new numbers. So we had 1,000 times 1 plus 0.08, and then that's going to be raised to the 5th. And so we get 1469.33. So we have 1469.33. Okay. Well, now semi-annually compounding. Well, what's that mean? Well, that means it's going to be twice a year. So the only thing different here is we're going to have A is equal to 1,000 times 1 plus, and we have the 0.08, and then divided by 2, and we have 2 times, and we have 5. Okay, so that will give us, now we have 1,000 times 1 plus 0.08 divided by 2. And then that's raised to the 5 times 2. And so we get 1480.24. All right, so that's semi-annual. So now let's do quarterly on the same one. And so the only difference there is we're going to have A is equal to, again, 1,000 times 1 plus 0.08. Now it's quarterly, so we have 4. And then we'll have 4 times 5. And so let's see what we get there. And let's do a second that. Second that. And so now we need a 4 here. Oops. And a 4 here. And we get 1485.95. So we get 1485.95 for quarterly. And I think we have another one here, monthly. Okay, so monthly, we're going to have A is equal to, and then we have again 1,000 times 1 plus 0.08. Now we're doing monthly, so that's 12. And we have 12 times 5. So now we go back to our share. And so let's do a second enter. And so now instead of a 4, we have a 12. And then we put our in parentheses. And then we go over here. That's going to be 12. And so we should get 1489.85. So that's 1489.85 for monthly. So now let's kind of put them all together. So we found for the various things, when you had semi-annual, you had a future value of 1480.24, which was $10.91 more than the amount from just plain old annual compounding of the 1469.33. And then monthly had a future value of 1489.85, which was $390 more than the amount from quarterly, which was 1485.95. And so although it's increasing the compounding frequency, resulting in larger future values, it seems the increase is going to approach some limiting value, because we noticed we started off a bigger number here, it increased by a larger amount, then it got smaller. And as you keep going down, if you went daily, it would get a smaller amount and smaller as you go. And so what will happen is we're going to get to a point where we're going to be at continuously compounding, and that's going to give us something where that's the max we can hit, and that's going to be our limiting factor. So let's stop here and we'll come back with that.